Well, hello friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on December 23rd, 2020. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to a very snowy and cold Calgary, Alberta. A quick little bird's eye view of a quick cleanup of 30 centimeters of snow that dropped over Calgary and 70 centimeters in some areas south and east of Calgary. Here's a quick bird's eye view of our first major snowfall of winter 2020. It was a quick dumping. Calgary saw 30 centimeters. Well, in my area, we saw 30 centimeters. Some areas saw drifting 50 centimeter piles. Thanks everybody for subscribing to Morning Dew Daily Events Worldwide. I appreciate you all tuning in, and I welcome you all to the family. Daily Events Worldwide, staying aware and prepared. Start out here looking at our sun for today, as we do have that large incoming sunspot. Not very active. A couple crackles there early on in the images, but seems to be still building off the backside of the sun. Here we are looking at the last 48 hours incoming images. A little Earth to scale. And as well, outgoing images, having a look at those large plasma filaments dancing. As well, departing coronal hole. We did see that coronal hole wind stream affect our planet. We had our solar wind speeds increased to over 600 kilometers per second overnight. Having a look here, 511 angstroms. Small coronal hole building ahead of this large sunspot. You can see that dark region ahead of it. And as well, Earth facing diminished coronal hole wind stream. Looking at our sun, another light here. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. If you haven't hit that like button, please do now. YouTube loves it when they get so many likes and views in the first hour. Having a look here at the mechanics of the sunspot. Negative, positive polarities. A look at our real-time solar wind. As you can see, it jumped up to about 619 kilometers per second overnight. So we were getting whacked. And we have seen the earthquake activity increase since the 21st of the conjunction. And as well, Schumann resonance, a little bit spiky and wonky today with a power of 14. But you can see kind of erratic energy bounce there. Base frequency of 7.83 hertz, a power of 14. Let's have a look at earthquakes the last 24 hours. Most recent here, the 3.3 in the Mexico Delta BC border. As well, a 3.1 ringing off in Oklahoma today. 3.3 in Segundo, Colorado. Segundo, maybe. As well, California, Ferndale 2.7. It's been pretty quiet around that region today. Most of the activity was here in the East Pacific Rise, 5.8 and a 5.7 ringing out. A couple 4.4s, 4.6 there. Ecuador. And as well, watching Puerto Rico swarming today. Many minor earthquakes. Quiet South America, deep 201 kilometer, 4.2 magnitude. As well, across the European plate here, 4.8 and a 4.3 ringing out in Greece. More reports are coming out as a 5.3. 5.2 there in Bengkulu, Indonesia. As well, a 5.9 here in Palau. That's Philippines, 5.9, Philippine plate. Quiet across New Zealand, Fiji region. 4.7 Kuri Islands there, south of Kamchatka. 4.4 Alaska, and as well minor rumbles still continuing there. 2.7 Hawaii, as we did have that very large Kilauea eruption. And if you want to see what the caldera looks like, come on to the live stream. I'm watching it live. Having a look here at the last 7 days for earthquakes from around the world. A lot of deep earthquakes and a lot of movement around the Ring of Fire as of late, and especially towards Central America. Looking at a quiet African plate and into Eurasia. Stay aware, prepared, and be ready, folks. Let's have a look at the Pacific Disaster Centers showing the most recent volcanoes. Kluchevskoy, Reventador, Suwasanajima, Sangay, Sabancaya, Popo, Kilauea, of course, Semeru, and Cerro Hudson in Chile. This is a newly erupting volcano in South America. It's not a very large one, but it is erupting, showing some activity. As well, Era in Japan. So that's about 12 volcanoes being updated today. Looking at as well avalanche warnings going out to Montana and Idaho, and as well Oregon, and up into BC, Washington, and Glacier National Park, Kootenays, already dealing with a lot of winter weather, and now only the second day of winter. A lot of winter storms going across the states, and extreme cold temperatures across Canada continue. And it's going to be a roller coaster of temps here in Calgary, as we're still getting hit with these Chinooks ahead of the rain train that is coming in from the Pacific. So let's get to the 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteor Earth, Meteor Mike. Starting out here looking at home base, Calgary, Alberta. As right now it is minus 14 outside. And you can see here in the 5 days, it's not going to change much. But during the day, we will see those warm temperatures come in, Chinook winds, low pressure systems coming in from the coastline there, bringing lots of snow towards Washington and BC coast. And as well, Calgary will see some snow the day after Christmas. A little system moving through, probably bring about 5 centimeters of snow. Heavy snow and rains for northern BC coastline and southward to Washington. Across the east coast of North America, watch for an extreme weather event tonight and into tomorrow as this large low pressure system heads eastward. Watch for some vigorous winds coming off of the Atlantic coastline and some torrential downpours for potentially the whole northeastern part of the United States. Very interesting transition with temperatures in the Atlantic right now. So yeah, heads up, my American friends. And Ontario, you can see there by the end of the week, you will have more snow moving in. You may not have a white Christmas, but maybe a white New Year's. Overlooking Europe, watching for things to drastically change here over the next 5 days. Cold temperatures moving into central parts of Europe, and then watch for this beast of a storm coming into the United Kingdom. That's going to bring a lot of rain and very strong winds. So this is an extreme weather event warning for the United Kingdom and southeastward into Europe and eastward. Now watch for this low pressure system to form in the Mediterranean as well. Going to bring heavy snow towards parts of Central Europe and eastward, and then into Greece. But things are definitely ramping up in the northern hemisphere right now. Looking at these cold temperatures starting to loom and hang around parts of Siberia, minus 48 in some regions. And that high pressure ridge is building. As you can see in the 5-day forecast, that's going to swing around to our side of the planet. Overlooking Southeast Asia, dry, except for parts of Japan. Watch for heavy snow over the next few days as that low pressure system moves away. As well, heavy rains towards Philippines and Indonesia, daily evaporation rains. Area of interest right here, moving westward. And as well, we have a tropical cyclone heading towards Madagascar in the coming days. by making landfall by Thursday, Friday. Overlooking Africa, that low pressure system finally moving out. And that did bring a lot of rain towards parts of South Africa. Other than that, not too much to talk about. Overlooking South America, heavy rains this week. You will see an increased evaporation and moisture across the continent. Heavy rains towards Paraguay, Bolivia, Panama, Venezuela, and Colombia. As well, later in the week, watch for some storms to move into the Chile-Argentina border. Really warm temperatures down there. Then overlooking New Zealand and Papua New Guinea, Fiji Island. Not much to talk about. The cyclones have moved south. Australia, watch for a lot of rain to move in parts of northeastern continent. Other than that, dry across the south. A little bit of rain and cool temperatures moving into southeastern parts of the province or the continent. We're going to leave you here looking at the southern hemisphere versus the northern. Also pointing out the major extreme weather event coming to Europe. Thanks for watching today. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And get your morning dew. Bye-bye. And don't forget to check out dailyeventsworldwide.com, where you can get all the latest news and events and share your photos and videos. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.